Hello and thank you for joining me. This is Free Will Tarot. My name is Harmony and this reading is going to be for the sign of Scorpio. Hello Scorpio and thank you for being here. Scorpio, your overall energy as you click this video right now is the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands is about new things getting ready to take place in your life. It's like not yet here, but it's on the horizon. As you gaze upon this card, you can see that the sun is dawning upon this man's face as he's facing the sun. He's not in any kind of movement, but he realizes now that things are coming into fruition. Things are getting ready to manifest in his life. So right now, for a lot of you Scorpios, you could be just waiting for something to come into your life. I feel like a lot of you have just experienced some changes here recently in your life. And now you're in a waiting period, right? Some of you have planted seeds and made changes. Some of you, this was thrust upon you from the universe, where there has been some kind of big change or something that's happened. Because on the bottom of the deck, I have the Tower here. So what that tells me is something in your life that has came to a complete end or has been shaken up, right? For some of you, it's going to show up differently. It's going to show up in your relationships. It's going to show up in your physical body, your health. It's going to show up in the people around you, so just take a step back and say what major changes have just recently happened. Because right now, with the overall energy being progress, it's like the universe signaling that things are moving. Even if you don't see them in your physical life, things are changing and shifting. This is why this had to happen. It's because it's trying to get you into a new alignment to where it is that you need to be to receive the blessings you need to receive. Sometimes we don't get blessings. It's not because God, Spirit, Universe don't want to give it to us. It's because we hold ourselves back. We tolerate lack, then open our hands out to receive from God and Spirit, okay? So right now, as you are moving through your everyday life, I want to let you know that things are getting ready to change for you. If they haven't already, I feel like some of you are already in this process of change, and I feel like some of you, this is about to happen, okay? Progress is already in movement. Let's jump to your recent past here. You have the Temperance card here. Okay, so the Temperance is about balance here. It's about, let's say if your tensions were high, things were going kind of chaotic in your life. Again, this is in your past. The Temperance shows up to balance out this energy, right? To balance you out, to balance out what is going haywire in your life here. Was it your body? Was it your emotional needs? Was it your mental? Was it your physical, spiritual, financial? Whatever it is that was, out of balance for you. This is where Spirit has came in with that Tower card to kind of get you back in flow and back into alignment and back to your true higher self, okay? You also have with that the Hermit. And if you notice, you have some really big energy here, Scorpio, okay? So you have some big changes happening in your life. Could be the reason you clicked this video, to get some kind of insight and guidance. And thank you for doing that. And please hit the subscribe button and notification button. So here we go with the Hermit. Some of you could be dealing also with a Virgo. Some of you could have a Virgo, a Cancer, a Sagittarius. You could be dealing with Pisces, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, Gemini. Is here, okay? So I have all these people here, okay, Scorpio. So here we have the Virgo. So a Virgo might be important in your life some way, somehow. But this is also about where you need to shine a light and go within. So I feel like some of you had to really kind of stop in the recent past. Something had, stopped you to kind of reevaluate, to kind of go in hermit mode, silent, and kind of really do some really introspection work. And I feel like some of you are still in this process. I feel like you're not moving. I feel like things are moving around you. But I feel like you're kind of really just taking a step back and looking at things in a different perspective here, right? And really trying to go within and see something, right? Because there is, a period of change is upon you, all right? A period of change is upon you, Scorpio. And try as you might to ignore that, you won't be able to. Okay, so it's a fundamental change that is already taking place or getting ready to take place, okay, in your life. And the reason for that is because you need to grow. It's time for you to expand. You have outgrown your current circumstance here with this Empress, okay? Um, this is a time for you to expand who you are in your life. This is a new chapter and a new cycle that is upon you. And it's already moving towards you. Even if you haven't experienced, you might experience through a shakeup or a change, or that could show up in a job, or you don't have the same job anymore. You quit a job, you got laid off from a job. Some of you could show up where your health relationship is going to show up differently, but you'll know personally to you what changes you have just experienced. But I want to let you know that change needed to happen to align you to where you need to be with this Empress, okay? You have with that the Judgment card. So this is a call to action here, right? This is not the time to rest on your loins or just keep trying to go back to your comfort zones or old habits. This is time for you to really break out and break free. What that tower was to break you free, all right? So whatever it was for you that kind of shifted or changed or left out of your life, or whatever was trying to wake you up, was trying to get you to kind of get back into alignment to your true self, your higher self here. And back in alignment with yourself, okay? Some of you could be, look at this, you have the Judgment, the Empress, the Temperance, the Hangman, and I'll get to that in a minute here, the Justice card. You have some major arcanas. Almost your whole reading is major arcanas here, Scorpio. I cannot stress to you enough how big this energy is around you right now. So here we go. We have the Chariot. This is fast movement energy. This is you being in control here and charging ahead, right, to victory, because usually a chariot is about victory. It's also about travel, moving, relocating here, okay? But it's all about movement. And this is usually sometimes in tarot, this represents your shadow self and this represents your higher self, right? And this is like you, your physical body, being in charge of both, right? And going at the same speed, being in alignment and moving forward and charging ahead to your true calling, your true destiny, what aligns to you, right? This is not you keep being in competition with yourself, right? A part of you knows what direction to go in. A part of you knows what needs to be released out of your life. A part of you knows the changes that needs to take place in order for you to elevate to this expansion, to this Empress card. But it's another part of you, that other part of you, the shadow part of you, that keeps you in your comfort zones. Like keep you, I don't know if you smoke, I don't know if you drink, I don't know if you have any kind of excesses, but you'll know what they are personally to you. I don't know if you pick the wrong person to deal with, or you keep certain people around so you don't feel lonely, or you keep staying, stagnant in certain directions, but it's a part of you that knows that these things need to change. A part of you know that it's not meant for you or your highest good, but it's that other part of you that have maybe dealt with something for a long time and have gotten comfortable with it. Not a good comfortability, but just, is, what's the word, relative, I guess, like you're familiar with it, right? And you don't know what's new, and so you keep holding on to the old. That's what the competition is about, okay? It's like going back and forth with yourself, like, no, we need to go this way. And at the crown of your reading is the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is mental stagnation, mental noise, things that you tell yourself that keeps you stuck. Telling yourself that you don't know what direction to go. Telling yourself you're uncertain about something. Telling yourself all of the things that make you feel stuck, that keeps you in your comfort zone, but not listening to the higher self of you saying, it's time for us to go this way, or it's time for us to leave this behind. It's time for us to stop doing this. It's time for us to release this. Whatever it is for you, until you do this, and Spirit has already shaken something up for you anyway. You mentally could still be holding on to it and not really letting it go, but that's what's calling on you to do it, because this represents mental energy here with the Eight of Swords, okay? This is just thoughts, that keeps you trapped. And again, we have the Nine of Swords here in your future position doing the same thing here, right? So we have the 8 and the 9. Eight of Swords is about mental trap. You tell yourself that you don't have any information to move forward. You tell yourself that if you do something, that this is going to happen. Maybe you tell yourself you're going to end up alone with nothing if you do this or you do that. So you take no action. You keep yourself stuck. The Nine of Swords is going over and over again something in your head. So much to the fact that you can't sleep at night. I feel like a lot of you are thinking about a certain situation over and over and over and over and over again. Right? It kind of makes an anxiety or depression. And Spirit is calling you to trust your intuition at this time. Okay? They're holding their hand out saying, here, trust it. You, Scorpio, have a strong intuition. That is where God, Spirit, and Universe connects to you, is through your intuition. And it's showing up in your reading saying that your higher self is always guiding you to the next step of what you should release and what you should change and where you should go, right? And it's calling on you to trust that at this time. So whatever that shakeup was with that tower, or whatever that put you in a hermit mode, that it made you kind of like take a pause or stop to kind of get your attention to something. This is like was wiping the slate clean so you can build something new, so you can start over here. You have the Justice card here, which is, to me, karmic justice. This is, you know, the universe coming in and setting things right, so it can be built on solid ground, setting things in the right motion, whatever was wrong. And so you can kind of see, too, what is not aligned for you anymore, Scorpio, right? Again, some of you could be dealing with a Libra. I know a Libra. A Libra is, you know, in your story, in your journey. What is it that you need to break free from, or your hopes and fears? Is the Devil here, right? This could also be Capricorn energy. But this is like, this is in your hopes and fears. So it's like you're afraid of the unknown. You're afraid of letting go of something. This is addictions. This is a shadow, like I said, the shadow self. Okay, so yeah. This is addictions. This is shadow. This is you still holding on to toxicity, old habits and routines that have long gone. They do not serve you. You see the outcome of these, but yet you keep doing because they're familiar. It could be a relationship you're holding on to out of familiarity, or you're fearing that, I don't know, you're going to be alone, or you're fearing the unknown, or you're fearing you won't get another job if you leave this one. I don't know what it is for you. You'll know. But this is what keeps you stuck. That's what the Devil does. It keeps you in bondage. It keeps you trapped. It stops you from moving forward. And what really needs to take place with this Devil is Spirit saying it's time to take action to move forward here. Lay groundwork for something new. Release what no longer serves you. The Wheel of Fortune is upon you. It's already in process. The Wheel of Fortune has already happened. Look at that. Look at that. Wheel of Fortune and Eternity card here. So these changes, you can't stop them. But in order to maximize them, you have to move with it. So that means you have to change whatever needs to be changed out of your life. Some of you are going to have new love coming in for some of you. But this is also a crossroads here with the Lovers. Lovers is also about a choice, right? It's a choice that needs to be made. And Spirit is asking you to choose yourself as you move forward here. Charging ahead, moving forward, trust your intuition here. Listening to your higher self instead of your lower self. Lower self keeps you stuck in comfort zones, whether it's smoking, overeating, overindulgent, keeping you feeling like you're safe, your comfort zone. But you know you'll start this all over again, and it'll be a cycle, because the Devil represents bondage of cycles that never release you to your highest potential, to your ships coming in, your rewards. Because the Three of Wands is also about being rewarded for everything you have overcome and endured, and breaking free, because it's about breaking free from what has limited you. You've been strong enough to break free from it. Right now, things may not be moving very quickly for you, and that's because Spirit wants you to kind of trust your intuition and get clarity about the steps ahead. See things clearly. Right before, this is not for you to be in fear and anxiety, but you have no idea of new things that are getting ready to take place for you. Okay, There's a whole new thing getting ready to happen for you at this time. So I'm going to read this to you, and then I'm going to close out here, Scorpio. And thank you again for being here. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button, and leave me a comment and let me know how this resonated with you. I would love to hear from you guys, and I'm sending you so much love and support as we go through all these changes in our own lives, okay? So you have, for Spirit wants you to know, you have the Eternity card here. Beautiful card. It's almost like the Wheel of Fortune. So this is what Spirit wants you to know. Life is a continuous cycle of transformation. What ends will always lead to something new. There is no ending. There's only new beginnings. Embrace endings as opportunities for renewal. Okay? Trust in the infinite flow of life. That's what you have. Okay? So some beautiful things getting ready to happen for you, even if you don't see them quite yet. I hope it'll give you peace in knowing that there is so much more for you. Spirit wants you to know through this reading that there's so much more for you as you go through these changes and things are being rearranged and taken out of your life. But you be strong enough and to remember how strong you are and trust in your intuition to relieve yourself of these things and go for what does align for you. That is what I have for you. Please, again, like, share, subscribe. Let me know down in the comments how this resonated with you. And until you're back here, bye for now.